Self-care is giving the world the best of you and not what's left of you. My name's Careeta Robert Green. I'm an executive career and leadership coach and the host of the Unwrap Your Gift podcast. And welcome to another episode of Conversations with Careeta, the show where we dance in conversation about all things to do with careers and personal development. Firstly, thank you to everybody who is watching right now. If you are live, drop a little comment in the chat box. I have got it open. And just let me know where you're watching from, which country, what's the time, and then drop an emoji about how you were feeling right now as well. A little smiley face, straight face, party hat. Let me know how you're feeling as well. And welcome. I can see somebody's here already. I can't see your name. So if you want to add your name as well, feel free. I'm happy to big you up, shout you out. It just says LinkedIn user at the moment. But yes, self-care is a very important topic. And it is the theme of the week. If you've been following the Monday message that I've been doing, this week was all about self-care. And it just keeps coming up in conversations, in group programs that I'm running, in private programs that I'm running. Self-care is so important. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to focus on it today. So just let me know how you are doing. Is anyone here? I can see someone's here, but it says 0. So I'm not too sure if anyone is actually here. I think we're streaming across Facebook, LinkedIn, and also YouTube. So big everybody up on all the platforms. So if it's anyone's first time seeing me, I haven't done one of these lives in a while. I've been focusing on the podcast, but just let me know as well. What do you think about more lives on LinkedIn? I'm testing this out to see if it's something that's quite popular on the channel, or if you prefer more of the podcasts, behind the scenes. Let me know. I don't want to just create content for no reason. I want to make sure I know that it's suitable for you. Oh, hello, Rochelle. Hello, Rochelle. Good to see you. Thanks for joining as well. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I love doing these lives, and I think it's a great way to be able to interact. So I'm going to share some free tips on how to actually focus more on your self-care. So if you are somebody who is always helping other people, then you're going to love this topic today. And it's not going to be too long because this is an impromptu live. I did just pop up. So if you want to pop the notification bell on my profile on LinkedIn, you'll be able to tune in to when I do jump on live, because I think I'm going to start doing some random lives. So the first tip is to prioritize me time. Now, if you're somebody who's always helping other people, which I know a lot of you are, you're leaders, you're movers, you're shakers, you're people who will always get things done. Now, when you do that, one of the things that seems to drop off a lot of the time is prioritizing actual time for yourself. If you can relate, drop in the comments. That's me. Give me a little thumbs up emoji. Because I know for one thing, I always was somebody that would drop everything and help other people. And what happens is when you continue to do that, you then have no time for yourself if you've not allocated that into your diary. So for most of you, if you was to look at your diary from now into next week and the weeks after, most of it's probably meetings, appointments, things to do with helping other people. And if you don't invest time in actually saying, I'm going to put in an hour here for myself, whether it's for gym, to meditate, to regroup, you tend to get missed off the list. You get missed off your own diary. So this is why prioritizing that me time is very, very important, because sometimes you prioritize everybody else and you just forget about yourself. So prioritizing me time is the first tip. The second tip is to establish some healthy boundaries. Now, for all of you people pleasers out there, this is something that will really resonate with you, because a lot of people will always have requests. And I always say, when people tell me they're busy, yes, you're busy, but when you look at what you're actually busy doing, is it just helping other people do their goals, achieve what they want you to achieve? And is there no time to actually look at your own goals? So when you start to think about establishing those healthy boundaries, it's about Do you say no to things that you can't actually do? Do you push back? Do you feel the confidence to be able to push back if you know you're not able to do it? And there are situations where that could be a bit challenging, but just stopping and noticing, right now I'm really busy, I've got a lot of work on. And then starting to manage your time effectively around what's a priority, what's not a priority, that allows you to be able to start to set some of those boundaries where you push back and you say, I can't do that right now, but I can do it in an hour or 2 hours. And those boundaries are all in need of protecting your own personal well-being. Because if there's nothing left inside of you, then what can you give to other people? So it's so important to establish your boundaries. So just checking in, because this is a new format that I'm testing on here as well. Just making sure that you could still see and hear me. It's awesome to be on the court and just playing live in action. If you could still see and hear me, give me thumbs up. If anybody here is also on, I think, YouTube, also Facebook and LinkedIn, then drop in a little thumbs up so I know that you are still all with me. Brilliant. So setting healthy boundaries is another thing to look out for. And then the third tip is to slow down to speed up. Now, when I talk about slowing down to speed up, all of you busy people out there are like, I can't slow down. I've got too many things to do. Have you seen my to-do list? It's X, 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 X. And that is when you know it's important to even slow down, when your list is so busy. Even if it's actually just putting a lunch break into your diary and taking that lunch break so that you can regroup. That slowing down will allow you to be more recharged for when you go back to do those tasks. Because I work with a lot of people who suffer from they burn out. All of those yeses and all of those lack of boundaries and all of that people pleasing, eventually that does lead to burnout. So when you practice self-care, when you start to focus on actually establishing those boundaries, really for yourself, saying yes to things you can do and then pushing back on some of the things that you're not able to do right now, slowing down to speed up. These are all ways that you can really, really focus on recharging your batteries so that you can show up more powerfully for other people. Now, I know it seems really simple when I share these tips, but if you don't slow down and think to yourself, well, how am I feeling right now? Like really pausing. How am I feeling right now in this moment? And then I say, what do you need to stop? What do you need to start? And what do you need to continue? It just gets you very present to where self care is needed. Now, I started this quote saying self care is giving the world the best of you and not what's left of you. And that's from one of my podcast episodes on burnout with Coach Shafia. Brilliant episode. Go check it out on YouTube. But we're talking about the importance of being able to show up as the best version of yourself. And with that comes the right self care. So if you have to say sometimes, look, I just need 5 minutes or 10 minutes to go for a walk, recharge my batteries, and then come back. Okay, that's putting yourself first. Because I know it's easy to feel guilty to put yourself first. And I see in the comments, slow down to speed up. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes it is okay to put yourself first so that you could show up powerfully for other people. And I always talk about the importance of taking that time out. And that's what I do very regularly with people behind the scenes. Just take time out to start to say, how you doing? Like, how you really feeling? Are you okay? Like, are you really, really okay? You know, when people say, are you okay? And they ask you how you're doing, you say, yeah, I'm fine. Give that fake smile, but you're not really fine. Really, everything. Like that swan on the water, and then all the legs are flapping underneath the water. Like, what am I gonna do? Like really focusing on who is it, how are you feeling right now, and what do you need to do to start to add some self-care into your life. Now, this is a short live. I wanted to jump on, give you a little tips, few tips on how you can start to implement some more self-care. Even looking at this little 10-minute video is part of your self-care to get it fresh in your minds. And also drop me a comment and let me know if you're watching on the replay. If you want to see more of these short tips on LinkedIn or on YouTube or on Facebook, Let me know if this is a format that you like to see more of. And I invite you to really just slow down this week, to speed up and start to put yourself first. Now, if you're somebody who is thinking, like, I've been trying by myself, I've got loads of things that I need to do, but I just don't know where to start, then drop me a DM, just say self care. And then we can have a little conversation and find out more about what it looks like to work with me one to one. Now, I'm not one of those pushy salespeople. I don't do that. I only work with people who are aligned, who are ready, and are really serious about upping their game. So that's why I don't regularly talk about one to ones with me, because it's very limited. I only work with a limited amount of people. So if you feel like you are somebody who's been following my posts for a while, you've been watching the podcast, watching the videos, and you think, I'd love to know what it's actually like to work with her one to one for a period of time, then just drop me that DM saying self care and we can organize a chat and find out what that looks like. But if not, just remember to just take care of yourself this week. Find out some ways that you can implement some more self care into your life and stay posted. Keep the bell notification on. I'll do these pop up lives more often. And yeah, enjoy your day. And remember, we are all born with a gift. And we all have special skills, talents, and gifts that we can use to be successful. And now's the time to unwrap your gifts. Have an amazing day and see you soon. Bye.